Is the feud finally over? We are talking Younger Season 4, Episode 3, Forged in Fire. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Okay, I really just picked this song because I really like it right now.
No, it's really fun. I actually got so excited when I heard All American Rejects were coming out with new music.
I know. But guys, we don't have a lot of time. We have so much to discuss. But before we do, I'm your host, Renee Ariel, and you can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at Renee Ariel. And shout out to Generation Beauty Nation with a J for these gorgeous lash extensions. Go follow her on Instagram. And I have two lovely ladies joining me today.
Hi guys, it's Ally Nasta. You can find me on Twitter at Ally Nasta and on Instagram at AllyGirl.
Hey guys, I'm Taylor Gates. You can find me on Twitter at alphabet_Ann and on Instagram at Taylor_Gates_.
Taylor is a huge fan of the show, so we're so excited to have her be filling in today. Also, wait, the real question is, who do you ship, Liza and Charles or Liza and Josh?
Liza and Charles.
Same.
Always.
Good answer.
Since season 1.
You can stay.
Okay, good.
Okay, guys, where do we even get started? Maybe with Maggie kind of seducing Montana with, like, the hot, like, skin-tight, cleavage out attire while she's working.
Yes, she's definitely trying to convince Montana to definitely fall in love with her. She's doing something. It's not just for her work. There's definitely an ulterior motive.
Oh, for sure. Seducing her with the avocado toast.
Yes. I mean, avocado toast, like, yes, that looked so amazing. It was making me hungry.
The way to the heart is food, and everybody knows this.
Very true.
Cook for me, I'll stay forever. Put a ring on it. But, oh my gosh, I'm like kind of wondering where it's going to go from here with Maggie and Montana, because they're not just killing off this storyline, and maybe now, which we'll get into, it's now going to kind of transform into a Josh love story, but I don't know, do you guys think that Maggie and Montana, the dynamic will change? Do you think she's super straight or on the spectrum somewhere? Do you think Maggie's gonna...
I think she's super straight, and I think she's gonna go to Maggie to give her, like, oh, can I have advice? You know, Josh, like, I really like him, and I think it's gonna become more about, she's gonna talk to Maggie so much about this Josh and her relationship.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And so, and I think that'll cause drama, because then Maggie's gonna be kind of caught in between almost Josh and Liza in a different way other than their relationship, because now she's kind of torn between Montana being her assistant/friend, but she's having to kind of cut the personal, like, drama out of it. So I don't know. I feel like it could go so many ways, but it's going to be very confusing on the way that she is going to be caught in the middle between Liza and Josh.
I agree. I think that's a really good guess, making things even more awkward, because Montana obviously does consider Maggie a friend now, and so if she confides in her when she still has these feelings, that can just get super messy.
Yeah, even like that last scene, we saw her walking with the jacket while Maggie's on the phone with Liza, and we're just like, this is gonna get real bad.
Well, if you think about it too, she's thinking, you know, he showed up at the coffee shop with her, so she's like, oh my gosh, guess what? Me and your friend, he's so amazing. Because she has no idea of how they were friends or what happened or anything. So in her head, she's probably thinking like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for bringing him over. Meanwhile, it's like, no, that cannot go well.
And Maggie's so good at, I think, kind of presenting this front of like, oh, everything's fine, I'm cool. But I think she really is falling really hard for Montana. Like, poor Maggie.
I know.
I know.
She has the worst luck with relationships.
Yeah. She really, but she's so chill about it. Like, she never shows it.
Right.
I will say, I thought for the moment we did see them together that Montana and Josh were like, had a very cute dynamic.
They did.
I was into it. I mean, knowing what I know about Liza and Kelsey and everything, I'm like, I don't want to ship it, but it's cute.
It is, and I think it's kind of cool to see Josh in that flirty mode, because we only saw him kind of fall so hard for Liza and keep getting hurt by the relationship. So it's really nice to kind of see him almost have the upper hand this time. And that's what it kind of seems like. And I know we only got introduced for like 5 seconds, but I already can see, like you were saying, that there's going to be a good thing for Josh going here.
Yeah.
I still feel like they're going to go the Josh and Kelsey route, though. I don't think that's over at all.
No.
I'm here for it, so maybe that's just me being biased.
Right.
But I don't think that's going away anytime soon either, though. So maybe it'll be a sort of love triangle thing.
Guys, I don't know how I feel about that.
Right. I think if anything, it's going to be more so Josh falling for Kelsey, because now that we see, which we'll get into it, Kelsey kind of, you know, now more so feeling for Liza and understanding why she did what she did, especially with hearing about the money thing and about her daughter. I think that now Kelsey's going to be more like, we can't do this, and Josh may push the label a little bit. Because he's still hurt.
Here's the real question, though.
Yes.
They showed a scene, well, multiple scenes of Liza at this bonfire getaway, talking to that man from another publishing house offering her a job, and she does give him her card. I don't think they would show us that just to show us how mad she is. That's going to come back around. Mm-hmm. Do you think that that will later on, or even in the next episode, affect Kelsey and Liza kind of being okay with each other again?
I think, if anything, Kelsey will understand because she knows she was pushing Liza away. So if anything, it's like, well, you're not going to take it, right? And then it might be this question of, is he going to offer her a better deal? Is she going to have a higher title? You know, whatever that might cause the strain on the relationship more so than the actual connection of how she gave her information to him.
I also kind of can't see Liza like leaving now though, because her and Kelsey are okay, so I don't know how that's gonna work, because I don't see her taking this deal.
Yeah, I don't either. I just found it very interesting that they showed that to begin with. I guess it was to show like that was the final straw, but I don't know, I feel like that is going to come back around. I also thought that the Kelsey and Liza fight was going to be dragged out longer. We're only in episode 3. I will say, I was getting so fed up with Kelsey and her attitude that I'm so happy they kind of humanized her again, because she was so unlikable for the last two episodes. Like, we get it. Liza lied. That wasn't good. But gosh, like, be a little empathetic. Like, understand where she's coming from.
Right. And that's why it was so nice to kind of see her come down to earth, because she almost is I mean, she's almost stooping to the level of what she in her head pictured Liza to be treating her. She stooped to that level. You know what I mean? She didn't try to push it aside. Now she's on the same level as Liza of the lies that are happening. You know, Liza tried to come forward. Now Kelsey's hiding it more than Liza tried to hide it, especially with the 30 under 30 thing at EW. Like, now Kelsey does, even if she realizes it or not, she wrapped herself more up in this lie than she probably would have presumed to. And now that she's even helping her get this promotion, like, she's almost, you know, coming, like, she's doing as much worse, like, in this, like, resentment towards Liza. She's almost doing it, and it's backfiring on her. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I agree. I think the thing that really showed that was, like, if you put the scenes together, like the promotion scene when Charles was talking to Diana and Kelsey, and Kelsey was like, no, I think we need to keep looking for other options. And then when they were at the retreat, like, Liza kept hyping Kelsey up as this, like, great worker. I was like, that's so shady. Like, she's doing you so dirty, and you're still supporting her so much.
I know. That moment made me so angry. Like, here's the thing. I love Kelsey, and Kelsey's been such a likable character for the last 3 seasons. It was crazy to see her as this unlikable B-word. Honestly, she was not nice. I mean, gosh, it's business. Liza needs to make money. The fact she was like, no, don't have her make more money. Don't promote her. Don't let her take off in her career, which is the whole reason she's now working as an assistant and lied about her age to begin with.
Right. I know that was definitely doing her dirty. Like, that was not okay. But I'm glad that we did see it come full circle and she took it back, because she did see that Liza she's struggling, you know, and she needs this. So that was really nice to see, because I think if not, it would have been really frustrating to see her treat her that way at the party. And Liza's, you know, she's fine with it. She's like, I understand but like, how much long, like, if you were in Liza's position, there's only so much you can put up with before you're fed up.
Yeah, for real. I mean, I would have lost it. Kelsey was just at that party getting so drunk, blaming Liza as if she, I don't know, hasn't been there for you through absolutely everything since you guys became friends. It cut her a little bit of slack. So I'm so happy they humanized her again, that they had that making up moment. But honestly, I don't know about you guys, but I was a little bit confused, because I'm like, so is it over? Because she's living with Josh still. Like, that has to be another feud that's going to go on again.
I don't think they're going to tie it up that pretty in a bow. Like, Liza's definitely going to have to work more. I think it just, instead of Kelsey being a little bit resentful, it's more so Kelsey is like, okay, I'll put my emotions aside at work, you know, and maybe we just won't be friends outside of work. So we'll see. It's going to be small baby steps, you know. I know we saw them walking in that preview, which kind of makes you confused, but I think it's like she's just going to be a little bit more open than she was in the past 3 episodes.
You think so? I think that this was it. I think right now, for, like, getting back to being friends, it's going to be fine. I think it's going to be the reality check once her and Josh start a little bit of a flirtationship. That's when another fight's going to pick back up. But I think right now, they're back in the clear. Talking about first date tips, like that's not something you do with someone you're like, let's just keep it professional.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. What I will say, like, kind of leaning towards what you said, though, is considering it was such kind of a dire circumstance of her kid being in the hospital,
Right.
sometimes you put things aside when there's really desperate situations,
True.
and then when you come back and things are, like, okay again, you kind
Right.
of get a little pettier.
Yeah, because it made Kelsey feel really bad about how, oh my gosh, I need to realize she does have a family. She has herself and her daughter to support. And if anything happened to her daughter, Kelsey would have felt terrible.
Yeah, I mean, no, I totally agree with you guys. It's only because of the preview I saw next
course,
week
it's
that makes me
confusing.
think that they're wrapping it up, or at least this feud. I honestly think we're going to get back into it with Josh, but kind of, well, we'll have to see, and we'll get into this in predictions. But next, I want to talk about the cutest. Oh my gosh, I love Diana so much.
love
and
her.
seeing her, first of all, Taylor, you so looked at me when she talked about Facebook stalking the
It's you.
ex-wife. Because, yeah, that's so me. She's like, should I introduce myself? That was hysterical.
I feel like I know her.
Yeah, these Diana moments are like what I watch Younger for.
She's so amazing. And I loved that she, like, even in this scene of them at lunch, I love that she took Liza out. She's trying to kind of, in a secret way, put Liza under her wing and be like, you are my kind of like, not kid, but I feel like in a way she sees her as, you know, a family member. And so it was just, I love when she just kind of asks Liza for these tips, like, should I do it? It's like she's trying to figure out, like, what's the young generation think about this? And yeah, she's awesome. I love everything about her character.
Me too. She just gets better by every season.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I love how there's that balance. She's not a caricature at all, because you do see those moments of her, you know, really caring about Liza, but then she just is back to being sassy and, like, self-centered.
She always self.
Every time she does like a compliment, she's got to back it with like, a backhanded thing.
100%.
When she takes her out to lunch, but then it's like, okay, she's had enough. Like, no, don't pour anymore.
Yep.
I loved that. It was right on.
She's fantastic, but even just meeting his ex-wife that's very similar to her.
Right.
That was okay. I lost it when she started laughing at Diana, who was wearing like, what was she, that flower scarf jacket?
I don't know.
Exactly. You never know. Like, name the items that Diana's wearing. Like, I dare you. Like, name whatever it's called that she's wearing. I'll give you $5.
Right.
Please tell me.
I wouldn't be able to do it.
Those
They're
bird
they're very
pajamas, too.
intricate.
The bird pajamas. It reminded me of, because last year they had the little the bird book release. I was like, maybe
Right.
she's just, like, still loving the birds.
Oh my gosh.
Loves the birds. But
amazing.
I think her and Richard are so cute. I'm
Yes.
so happy that they've lasted this long and that he treats her so right. Because he literally just, like, kind of moved in.
Yeah, it was so nonchalant. I was thinking about that too, because I remember last season we were talking about how I personally thought there was something off with Richard. I thought he was creepy.
Same.
So this episode, it kind of solidifies the fact that they're together. They're kind of in it for the long run, and this kind of was, I think, that turning moment that really solidified their relationship.
Absolutely. I loved it. But that pretty much kind of sums up everything today.
Right.
I'm so sorry we don't have a ton of time, but I want to quickly dive into some predictions
Let's do
because
it.
I have a bunch. I want to hear yours.
AfterBuzz TV
This
predictions.
season, you guys, is crazy. I'm so
I know.
excited. What do you think's going to happen, Taylor?
I agree with you. I think that the book deal that she, like, slipped her card to the guy, I think that's definitely, I think that's definitely going to come back in some way or another. And it's not really a prediction, but in the scene where Kelsey was telling Diana about, like, oh, you would be so proud of her, I just want those three, like, plus Maggie, to just hang out, like, have a wine night or
That
something.
would be amazing,
It's like
actually.
my dream scene, okay?
Oh my
Wouldn't
gosh.
it be great?
Maggie and Diana interacting
Yes.
would be hysterical.
Well, it's gonna happen
On
this
point.
season because I watched the AOL Build interview or something, and they're gonna meet, and I'm so
Yes.
excited.
That's amazing.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
What do you think, Ally?
I'm thinking that Josh and Montana are definitely going to continue to be a thing, but it'll be more Montana will fall for Josh, and Josh is like, this is just a hookup. It'll be like his person to get over Liza. And then I think that a lot, like, we're going to definitely see maybe Liza and Charles hook up in the next couple episodes.
I'd like that.
Me too.
Team Charles, believing in Liza to give her a promotion. I'm into it. Okay, guys, you know what I think? Now that the way that we've seen, like, the first 3 episodes go, I think this Kelsey and Josh thing is going to build up to the season finale. I think what's going to happen is over the season, because they want them to be endgame, I'm starting to
Right.
think, honestly. I think it's going to build up the flirtations, the do I like or do I not? No, I can't like him. And that's why it's going to be forgiving, because it has to build up in a certain way that the audience forgives and kind of forgets about him and Liza accepting this new relationship And Liza has to be okay with it, though
That's very true.
she may not be at first, but only time will tell.
That's a great point too, because it's there's already a season 5, so that is a great prediction, Renee.
Yeah.
I love that.
Agreed.
But until then, you guys, we gotta wait till next week. Catch us here at AfterBuzz. But in the meantime, you can follow us pretty much everywhere on iTunes, on Twitter, on YouTube, everywhere at AfterBuzz TV. And you can follow me at Renee Ariel on Instagram and on Twitter. And where can everyone find you guys?
You can find me on Twitter at Ally Nasta and on Instagram at AllieGirl.
Hey guys, I'm Taylor Gates. You can find me on Twitter at alphabet_Ann and on Instagram at Taylor_Gates_. Thanks for letting me step in, guys.
Thanks
Of
for
course,
coming.
anytime.
So much fun.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.